Early voting starts tomorrow. Democrats hoping to flip Republican Senator John Cornyn's seat. But first, they have to choose a nominee. And leading the polls in the primary is State Rep James Talarico and Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, two Democrats with two very different pitches to voters. Tonight, our Marcelino Benito sits down with Talarico about his candidacy and why he believes he's the man to turn Texas blue.
We need a proven fighter.
After a debate with few fireworks and few sharp policy divides, both campaigns enter the final stretch looking to separate from the pack.
How are you different than Jasmine Crockett, and why should they trust you to be able to, flip this seat?
I bring a history of winning tough races, of flipping a Trump district in a county that was so red it hadn't voted for a Democrat for president since Jimmy Carter. And I have deep love and respect for Congresswoman Crockett, but she has never run in a competitive general election before.
Talarico, a former public school teacher turned Texas lawmaker, has been called a rising Democratic star. He's also a seminary student and has made faith a prominent part of his public story.
My granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas, and when I was real little, he told me that we follow the two commandments that Jesus gave us: love God and love neighbor. And that second commandment, to love my neighbor as myself, is what motivated my public service.
Talarico's built up his campaign around a central message. He says political corruption is driving up the cost of living for Texas families.
We're not going to bring down the cost of groceries. We're not going to bring down the cost of childcare or prescription drugs or housing unless we tackle this corruption crisis. Because right now we don't have a government that works for us. We have a government that works for billionaires.
He says that government dysfunction also shows up in immigration enforcement, an issue that's become front and center this campaign.
The American people and Texans broadly do not want this kind of extremism. They were failed by the Biden administration. They're being failed by the Trump administration. We need a new course on this issue.
Polls show a tight battle between Talarico and Crockett, and if he were to win the primary and then the general election, Talarico would become the youngest member of the U.S. Senate.
I think people are ready for some new blood in our government. They're ready for fresh ideas, fresh perspectives in our politics.
And this final stretch will all come down to money. Check this out. KHOU analyzed 3 months of campaign finance reports, and Talarico is armed with $1.5 million more than Crockett. I can tell you we also profiled Jasmine Crockett's campaign at 5 tonight. If you missed it, it's on KHOU.com for you right now. Back to you.